Moments captured just seconds before disaster. These clips will remind you just how unpredictable life can be. Get ready, because things are about to get intense. He lost his cool and threw his headphones straight into the monitor. An amazing sight of a cloud with rain falling only on one part of the airport. He was a second away from disaster. Terrifying footage of nature's destructive power as a building's foundations give way to a massive surge of water. A planned entry into the house failed because the dog took the first second of freedom to run away from its owner. A fascinating and terrifying sight of tectonic shifts, or a landslide where the ground splits into two parts. Man tried to sit down, but the chair tipped over and he ended up on the floor. A surreal scene where a massive amount of white foam flows through the streets like a torrent, carrying objects away with it. I guess it was a lucky day even for people who don't know the first thing about fishing. Just look at this majestic encounter. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience to be this close to such a giant. Before we keep going, I'd like to ask you to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, drop a comment and tell us which country you're watching from. We'd love to know where our amazing audience is representing from the most. Imagine being on this boat in the middle of the deep blue when a storm begins. The scale of these waves is absolutely terrifying. Would you ever dare to jump into this water? Personally, I wouldn't do it for $1 million. As she passed the car, the woman failed to control the carriage, which caught and literally ripped off the entire front bumper. A moment of carelessness while leaving the house cost this man a painful fall because the ground was completely covered in black ice. The camera captured a terrifying sight of nature as the ground and buildings shake under the force of a devastating earthquake. The car driver is driving very erratically, constantly switching lanes behind two large trucks. Amazing natural phenomenon where river ice piles up under pressure and moves inland toward the shore. Motorcyclist took off, not realizing he had snagged the belt of a man standing next to him. Under the onslaught of an unprecedented storm, massive waves crashed through the coastline, flooding yards and instantly turning seaside homes into unrecognizable ruins beneath the surging waters. This man managed to run out of the yard and close the gate just in time to escape two aggressive dogs. It was an incredible sight of an approaching storm with a cloud wall so dense and impenetrable that, in the blink of an eye, it swallowed the daylight and cast the world into a sudden, eerie midnight, turning the horizon into a terrifying abyss. A customer's clumsy move led to the total destruction of a supermarket display and the collapse of all the shelves in its path. This intense and terrifying footage captured from inside a vehicle vividly portrays the sheer horror and destructive power of an unprecedented storm, as gale-force winds toss heavy objects through the air with haunting ease. These painful falls on icy stairs show how little it takes for everyone to end up in a pile. Harmless photo taken by the pool turned into a horror scene as soon as the earthquake started, churning the water and terrifying everyone present. Two guys just wanted to order food, not suspecting that the street cook was watching them from below, ready for the perfect jump scare. Security cameras captured the moment a powerful tremor shook the building's foundations, causing massive warehouse shelving to buckle and send the entire inventory crashing to the floor in just seconds of unstoppable chaos. Due to a sudden and total brake failure, the van driver couldn't stop the vehicle in time, eventually smashing through the fence and crashing directly into the wall of a family home. The terrifying power of the ocean is vividly shown the moment a massive wave crashes through the terrace railing, instantly flooding the entire property and sweeping away all the furniture and belongings in just a few relentless seconds. While returning from shopping, the woman lost her balance right in front of her house and spilled all her bags after a nasty fall. A rare and fascinating sight of nature's power, where massive amounts of ice under immense pressure are literally forced out of the water, relentlessly sliding onto dry land like a slow-moving, crystalline avalanche. It might be hilarious for us to watch, but this guy experienced a moment of true horror the second he stepped into the room and saw a creepy mascot standing perfectly still in the dark, silently waiting for him to arrive. A terrifying demonstration of the destructive power of nature, the house foundations instantly give way to a violent landslide as the entire structure helplessly crumbles and completely collapses into the depths of the raging river below. A routine exit from the house turned into an accident when the mother overlooked a stone in the yard and lost her balance. The security camera captured the intense moment when a man completely lost his patience and, in a sudden burst of rage, violently hurled a box against the wall. Instead of the roar of a powerful engine, these people were left completely stunned when they opened the hood of a luxury car and discovered a tiny, hidden kitty tucked away in the most unexpected place imaginable. An incredible sight as a violent earthquake rocks a massive skyscraper, causing tons of water from the rooftop pool to overflow and pour down the side of the building like a terrifying, high-altitude waterfall. It only took one single wrong move. Due to the excessive weight, the chair suddenly gave out, and as they lost their balance, they knocked over the entire office inventory in a chaotic chain reaction. The young chef climbed onto the counter, but lost his balance and knocked boiling water over himself. A hilarious scene caught on camera where a woman can't fix her falling pants because both of her hands are occupied with groceries. The passengers got the shock of their lives when a tree fell directly onto their car, piercing through the cabin while they were driving. Incredible dashcam footage from a truck captures the terrifying moment a mountainside suddenly gives way, sending a massive multi-ton rock crashing onto the road just inches in front of the vehicle, narrowly avoiding a direct collision that could have been fatal. Security footage captures the overwhelming panic and widespread destruction at a local market as the powerful shaking of the ground throws people off balance and relentlessly destroys all the displayed goods. The moment a stable roadway turns into a chasm, leaving behind a terrifying gap between the two sides of the road. This video shows what happens when an uncertain driver loses control of the pedals and creates a total wreck in the parking lot. An incredible and terrifying sight as a volcano awakens, spewing lava and ash high into the atmosphere. A dramatic moment on an icy road where the driver becomes helpless as the car slides uncontrollably toward another vehicle. Riding a bike clearly isn't what it used to be for her. I guess she's a bit out of shape. Haunting scenes from nature showing cracks in the earth and fallen trees as silent witnesses to a powerful earthquake. Thanks for sticking around until the very end. It truly means the world to me. Which part of today's video was your favorite? Let's talk in the comments.